On the road again. Eating burritos with my friends. I'm on the road again. And him. And me. And him. Hey, look, I can pick your nose. Okay. We are on our way to Vicksburg, Mississippi. Home of something or other. We are going to Duff Green Mansion.
First leg.
Yes.
First leg.
First leg of the trip. Duff Green Mansion, which is a bed and breakfast in a Civil War era mansion in downtown Vicksburg, Mississippi. And it's raining! Finally, yay! And there's the view. Buggies. Why not? Buggies! Whoa! 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 Nah, it can't be 200 pumps. There's probably 40 gas pumps.
I think.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 60 gas pumps.
Every pump.
This is incredible. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is Buc-ee's. It is the most enormous
Are they coming out?
truck stop
Oh, look at this.
ever.
Louisiana State Welcome Center, not a restaurant. Jesus.
Peanut butter pretzels. All of difficult. We are now officially in Louisiana. Yay! I missed the sign. We're going to bunch of Tulos. Nice clean restroom. Yay! Well, it's what you come to expect in the United States of America. Do you see the sweet canoe? Do you see my sweet baboo? I think what you might want to do there is grab some of that sauce and stick it on your sandwich, because that's a catfish sandwich, very popular in Louisiana. And these are amazing boneless buffalo chicken, which I have never seen a buffalo chicken, and a boneless chicken just sounds like all wrong, doesn't it? Like a wiggly chicken, like walking around with no bones in it. How does it walk around though? Oh, I don't know. Maybe it just drags. Maybe you just drag your boneless chicken for a walk. Put a leash on it. I did see chicken leashes at the farm store. And look, edible purslane is growing right out of the crack in the gutter.
Really good.
Vicksburg, next 6 exits. Yay!
Right there.
We are about to cross the mighty Mississippi. Here we go. Here's the Mississippi.
Yeah.
Dang, that's huge. Now that river has a beach.
That's a river.
That is amazing. And then look at this amazing bridge here. Woo!
It's beautiful. I like that.
Oh, what is that old one? That looks like a.
That's probably the original bridge.
It's pretty crazy. Right there.
Yeah.
A ship.
Yeah, there's ships.
That's they
Those are barges.
don't they move merchandise
They
up and
move
down?
merchandise all the way up to Chicago on that thing.
Wow, that's
Look at the
so
freaking
cool.
steamboat.
There's a
Huge
freaking steamboat apparently.
Oh, it's huge.
We'll have to go see the freaking steamboat at some point. Mile 1 of Mississippi. Here we go.
Welcome to Mississippi.
Welcome to Mississippi. M-I-S-S-I-S-S-I-P-P-I.
Birthplace of America's music.
They claim to have birthed America's music, whatever the heck that means.
It's 36.
Illinois.
Oh, these are all
12th Infantry.
Civil War
Monuments?
monuments.
Oh my gosh. That is so cool.
Indiana.
I mean, aside from the fact that people died over here,
Except for the fact that these were bad guys.
What do you mean?
These were the Confederates.
That was the North.
defending the
So
Union.
actually,
Look at this
except
cool
for the
bridge.
fact that it is-
That is really cool.
The people from the North were the good guys. There's Confederate Drive.
Yeah, we're not going there.
This is so.
While you're down here, just don't
cool.
say anything about the Confederates being the bad guys.
Yeah, some people don't
Better
think the
just not to pick
Confederates
a
were a
side.
bad guy. Yeah, are we still not picking a side in the Civil War?
No, I mean, I'm
They're a
picking a
bunch of
side. You just don't tell anybody. Just like you don't tell anybody your religion. It's
Yeah.
none of their goddamn business.
You just don't whip it out in public, you know what I'm saying? Like other things. Watch this.
Sure.
Yes, absolutely. Did you not see the difference there? It's going to say, this is the nice part of town. Look at that old mansion. Holy
Jesus
crap.
God.
Wow, we just
I'm telling you, you cross like one barrier and
One
you're in
bridge.
the nice part of town.
what is
That's
this
how this
place?
works. This is called Vicksburg, Mississippi.
That was a rhetorical question.
Oh,
I knew we were.
Mississippi is one of the poorest states in the
Also-
United States.
That guy's license plate says "Wah!"
What?
What?
It's me.
He must be a big baby.
We're going to take a little look around here, give you a little taste of America. America! Some beautiful houses,
Little pink
interrupted
houses.
by some not so pretty houses. Let's zoom out as
What
far.
the?
Oh,
my
Beautiful!
That's
Vicksburg Garden Club.
Garden Club.
For the fancy people. It's funny how you can just go one street over and all of a sudden you're in
Rachel's
like a
Place.
fancy part of town.
Yeah. It's
Or
true.
United.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Car wash.
Okay. What time is it?
2:30. What time did they do?
Okay, so this is the couch area, which we have made up into a bed for the... Actually, they made it up for him because they knew he was coming. I bought the cheap room with the pocket door.
It's nice though.
This is probably like an old carriage house that they converted.
And so there's a TV here and a TV there.
Bathroom and a kitchen right
And the bathroom. Okay, so this is a strange way to do a bed. Apparently they took 2 old twin bed frames and put them together as a backboard. There is a kitchenette with coffee, cabinets, sink, microwave, and a fridge with complimentary sodas and waters. And then here I have travel hair. And here is the shower, of which I plan to make use of either before or after dinner. It's a cool corner shower unit. I think it's very nice.
Wow. And you would shoot at each other.
So, what, they just set up opposite each other and just shoot at each other? Is that how this
Yep,
works?
That's just how it worked.
Like, I'll be at this side and you be on the south side and we'll just... It says, Abraham Lincoln, Ulysses S. Grant. That's incredible.
Much.
That is just amazing. Look at each one of these as a person. Each one of these names. And they're all over the walls, all the walls. What is this, be? The last...
There's a sign over there. The last iron hall.
Apparently we get a lot of visitors from Australia here.
Cargo and her 6 sister ships dominated the
Look at this machinery. So it was the back of like a riverboat?
Yep. They paddle boat.
The oscillating arm. The piston. Steam drum. So we're staying around here somewhere. This is where we're staying. Vicksburg.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me.
Whenever we get testy with each other, I know it's time we had a meal. So for dinner, we went to a grocery store and we picked up croissants and some lunch meat and some cheese. And we just warmed it up in the microwave in our room and ate it. I figured if we just try and eat out one time per day and maybe go to a mom and pop place, we'd feel really good about the things that we ate and be happier on our trip. And we just loved that restaurant today. It was a little pricier. I could have chosen a little better only on price, but the food was excellent and it was a mom and pop joint, exactly the kind of place that I want to spend time at. Same as the reason for like choosing a bed and breakfast, because it's so much more authentic than staying in just some generic hotel. And I think it's really cool to stay in a place of historic significance. Cannonball came through the roof during the Civil War. And I believe, at that point they turned it into a hospital for both Union and Confederate soldiers, so that it was marked down on a map that they couldn't launch attacks and hit this house. So just over the hill over there is Vicksburg Military Park, where we went today. It was really amazing. I mean, I'll show you videos of the monuments and stuff, but huge, 16 miles of roads around the park, and we didn't even do all of it. It was just, we already drove for 6 hours today, and the guys are watching, what's that one? That vacation movie with Chevy Chase and Wally World. They're watching that in the room. So I came out for a little swim. I had to do a little work for my brother, just help him out, do a little YouTube research, and so I didn't get into watching that movie. But I am looking forward to tomorrow. Tomorrow we head to the beach. I'm so excited. Okay, that was the trip. That was the trip of my dreams. I got to select everything for this trip. And so I picked Destin, Florida as our destination because we could drive there. And 2 nights, this night and the night on the way back at a bed and breakfast, so that we could have a break. You know, a dead shot, it would be like a 12-hour drive, and that's just way more than we could do. I mean, we would not only be exhausted, we'd be killing each other in the car. All of a sudden, the kid woke up one day, and he couldn't stand me. He was just in a terrible mood, so I think 14 is starting to set in a little bit. But that was a couple days ago, and then today he slept a lot of the way in the car because we got him up at 6 o'clock in the morning to drive out here. And only one alligator sighting, unfortunately. Maybe we'll see some alligators tomorrow in Florida. So, this is a nice place. My estimation is that we are used to a different sort of neighborhood. we live in a kind of a fancy town, I think. Everybody pretty looks like me where I live. And so there's no poor people where we are. There's no homeless. You have to actually go down into the city to see homeless people. And I heard comedians say that, you know, if you live in a small town, if there's more deer than homeless people. And, well, we have tons of deer. So, yeah, we live in a small town. So it takes a little getting used to driving around Mississippi, which is the poorest of the states in the United States. Anyway, I'll try and give you a little taste of Mississippi on the way out tomorrow, just a little video so that you can see what it's like. We're going to head into Alabama for about an hour, and then the rest of the trip's probably going to be mostly Florida. I'm super excited to see our condo for tomorrow. I imagine it's not the fanciest place because I didn't break the bank on it, but it should be decent. Come with us tomorrow. Bye! Thank you all for watching and being part of this little vacation, which I really feel like we so needed as a family. We took 2. We went camping, but this vacation, this is the one that I got to pick. I got to pick the beach because I think, and maybe some of you, if you live coastal or have ever lived by the ocean, that you might understand that there is salt water in my veins. Being away from the ocean for me is like, I don't know, it's like being away from a person it's like being away from my mom. I've been away for so long. I mean, maybe not a parent. I don't know how to explain it, but I think there's salt water in my veins, and my salt water in my veins is like a magnet. It wants to be with the bigger body of salt water. And I think it's so healthful to be in the ocean water when it's nice. South Florida's got a really nasty scene on its hands right now with the red tide. So hopefully some of this audio is audible. I am kind of sitting near an air conditioning unit. So that, and there's a lot of cicadas and other noise out here. Cut! Crazy about this area is that you'll have these amazing estates right next to a just dump, like a complete dump next door. But the disparity between the wealth and poverty here is quite sharp, I think.
It's shocking the the abject poverty right next to, you know, $3 million mansion. You know, it's weird.
Right here, especially
We're
like
just not
this part of
used to
town right here. Yeah, we're not used to seeing. But I didn't feel unsafe here. I didn't feel unsafe here,
No, I really didn't
despite
either.
the poverty.
I wouldn't say unsafe.
I thought it was sketchy, some
But
of the
it was
neighborhoods. But you know, it's just poor.
That place is cool.
I like that one.
Yeah, I like the one on the corner up here. This one they're coming up on straight ahead. That big giant mansion on the corner of Falls Ferry.
Oh, look at this one.
Look at that round room.
Watch how we just came out of that really rich area, and then
Goodness.
there's houses in desperate need of repair down here.
The impression I'm left of from Mississippi was wealthy white people living in mansions next door to extremely impoverished black people. On our trip back through Mississippi, we were sitting in a restaurant and every single patron in the restaurant was a white person. There was one black waitress and every single person working in the kitchen was a black person. And it was really, it's the first time I've really seen that, where there was such a divide between the wealthy white people and the poor black people. And I'm not, placing blame on anyone here or saying there's anything. It was just an interesting thing that stood out about Mississippi from our perspective.